gosh, how do I even want to address this? I would say one thing that's really crazy to me, right, is when I look at like these dictators like Kim Jong-un and stuff like that, one of the craziest things is the stories that they tell that their believers believe. I believe Kim Jong-un had a story that like he went golfing once when he was 16 and every hole was a hole in one.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow.
He's a good golfer.
Amazing, great golfer.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of that going on here.
You're a big reader, right?
Big reader. Fast reader.
What's the most you've read in one night?
150 pages.
In one night?
In one day.
Whole day.
Full day.
So you look pathetic compared to our president.
As I would expect.
Yes. He's a great man.
He's a great, great man.
This man claims he read the entire Bob Woodward book in one night, 466 pages.
And you know this guy is not reading a book. He's not reading.
Forget that. Did you see the interview from a few days ago where he listed every Fox show that he watched the night before?
Yeah.
And it was like 6 hours of television. He's like, Fox and Friends, I watched that. Sean Hannity, I watched that. And it was just like...
Oh, my God.
He's not reading a book.
I mean, 466 pages in a night, I don't think is humanly possible.
No, especially from a dummy.
Yeah. I think it is if...
I agree.
Yeah, a really smart person or
like
a
one of those
speed
speed readers, you know, the guys that they'll use their finger.
I would guess if you...
I mean, Taylor's friend who that Speechify app or whatever it is, you have to get like 12 times fast, and you can't even audibly hear that.
How long
can you
does
even
it
read
take
that
to read 10 pages? I have no idea.
I about read a page a minute. That's like how I...
Is that no average?
I think that's
above
fast.
average.
A little speedy.
That's
you're
fast.
speedy.
Yeah,
Page a minute is fast.
Speed reader over here. What can I say? What can I
So
say?
460 minutes. So you could technically read it in
1 hour. One night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day if you just...
8 hours.
So the point is you would have to have 8 hours
straight
of uninterrupted. Like a minute a page is like no interruptions, not taking a break for water, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that for 8 hours. Hey.
Or
If you had told me he jerked off 3 times last night, I'd believe that.
Yeah, it's doable.
It's
That's
impressive
reasonable.
still, at that age.
Yeah, at that age.
You know?
He seems like he's horny.
Yeah, he does.
He's just watching Fox and Friends.
He has like
Those blondes.
Yeah, he probably is. I wonder what he's doing, like in that, you know, like I doubt him and Melania are
Getting after it.
getting after it.
No, there's rumors they don't even sleep in the same room.
Oh, here's
I think she's in New York and he's in
Yeah, they don't
DC.
do
I'm
that.
sure. Yeah, where does Barron go to school? In DC or in New York?
It's a good question.
So what's he doing?
I
4
want
years?
DC.
He's.
See,
I wonder if he's.
He might be one of the Fox and Friends.
I wonder if he's
Come on
come.
the Friends.
If he's become so lonely that the pages are just sticking together so much that now he's doing
Gross.
600 a night.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's freaking gross.
Okay.
The best thing
Makes you
about
think.
that story, the Bob Woodward, he can't do his normal shtick where he calls it fake news, they're lying, because everything's on audio and everything keeps getting released. So you can't even deny it. You just have to say the counterpunching's so bad. It's like, oh, the book was boring. I read it in one night. If it was so boring, how'd you read 466 pages?
Yeah, plus that's not an easy book, I'm guessing, to read. Like, I'm talking like you got to be a pretty easy book to do a page a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it has to be like...
I guess that's a pretty wordy.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, whatever. Like,
What about a new segment where we just come on and say absurd things that we've done? Like this morning, I ran 18 miles
Like Kim Jong-un?
in
Kim Jong-un
4-minute mile increments.
Brought to you by
Donald Trump?
who
The
gets selling
Republican
at
Party.
sponsorship.